hand weights and a foam roller. And I'm using 5-pound weights today. You use what's good for your body. Okay, here we go. Let's take a big inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Grow tall. I'm still a little bit sore from Friday. Relax the shoulders out of the ears. Grab the left wrist and the right hand, stretch up and over to the right. Feel that lengthening through the side body. Big inhale back to center, switch hands, stretch up and over to the left. Feel a little bit tight. I just did my 25 burpees too. Inhale to center, turn the palms to face away, press the arms out and down. Inhale, hands come to the hips, exhale, nod chin to chest, and roll it down. Let everything hang heavy. Head hangs heavy, arms hang heavy. While we're there, let's bend one knee and then the other, pedaling our legs out. Feel that stretch through the back body, through the low back. We'll come back to center with an inhale. Soften the knees, scoop the abs, slowly roll up. Restacking the spine one piece at a time. Then it's last to come up. When it does, let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down, and keep them there. We're going to start off and set the weights to the side. We'll lay our foam roller lengthwise on our mat. Let's start off with a nice ab warm up and then lengthening through the body. So we're going to sit on our foam roller. And we're going to lay all the way down, head supported, tailbone supported. If this foam roller doesn't feel good for your body, you can always ditch it and do this on the mat. Okay? So head supported, tailbone supported. Feet parallel, hip width apart, a little bit wider if you need more stability. Open the arms to a T, backs the hands rest on the floor next to us. Really feel the shoulder blades wrapping around this foam roller. Feel this lengthening through the chest. You have a nice neutral spine. Or just opening the front of the body. Releasing that tension. Undoing that tightness we get from rounding forward during the day. Then let's bring our arms to goalpost arms. So maybe in this goalpost position, your elbows touch the floor. Maybe they don't. You can obviously see mine do not. I'm really tight through the front of my shoulders. Just think about with each exhale, getting closer to the mat. Lengthening that muscle across the chest, the pectoral muscle. Opening through the front of the shoulders a little bit more. Shoulder blades wrapping around the foam roller. And we're going to maintain that goalpost position with the arms. Just hinge at the shoulder up so the fingertips meet overhead and then down so elbows come into the body. And up and down. So you want to feel the shoulder blades, that scapula, kind of sliding up and down the foam roller. Really loosening up between the shoulder blades here. We should already feel core engaged as we stabilize on the roller. Of course, you can always challenge yourself by bringing those legs tight together. And 3 more. 2. 1. And then let's reach the arms overhead. Arms are long. We're going to scissor the right arm down and then the left. So think about really finding stability on this roller, challenging yourself a little bit by bringing the feet closer. And we're still getting that warming up feeling. Movement through the shoulders, feeling the shoulder blades sliding up and down the roller. A little bit of massage between the shoulder blades here. 1 more to each side. And let's bring both arms along by our side. So hands closer to the roller is more challenging. Wider is nicer. So you find that place where you're comfortable. Feet are parallel, hip width apart. We're going to bring the right leg to tabletop and set it down, and then the left. And set it down, just starting to get some movement. Right and left. And right and left. So think stability here. We're really focused on maintaining that neutral spine. Of course, we feel this in our low back. We can force a little bit of an imprint. front ribs pulling toward each other. And next, when the right leg comes to tabletop, let's keep it there. Bring the left leg up to matches. So maybe now we have to adjust where our hands are, and that's fine. Find that place where you're challenged, but you're not quite falling off the roller. And we're gonna do the opposite of what we just did. So now right foot taps the mat, right back up. Left foot taps the mat and back up. Think about keeping this chest open, keeping our shoulders relaxed. I know this is challenging for some of us, it's challenging for me. And 2 more to each side. Last one. And legs come to tabletop. Okay, so right here, hold it here, find our balance, imprint the low back if we need to. And we're going to extend toes to the ceiling and back to tabletop. And toes to the ceiling and back to tabletop. So maybe you're a little bit wobbly, maybe you're more stable than I am. And if we fall off the foam roller, we can just climb back up and keep going. Only a few inches off the floor. And 2 more. The last one, bring those legs to tabletop. Extend the right leg across the room, bring it back, and then the left. So we're starting to warm up through the core, through the abdominals, without ever lifting the chest. So really working on undoing that forward flexion we spend so much time in. It creates long, weak spinal extensors and creates tightness through the chest, through the front of the shoulders. Let's do 1 more to each side. Legs back to tabletop. And here we go, both legs extend and back to tabletop. We're gonna do 5 more. Lower's more challenging, higher's nicer. Inhale to extend, exhale back to tabletop. 2 more. Last one. Legs at tabletop, hold them there, squeeze them tight together. Now hinge at the hips, all 10 toes toward the mat, right back up. Only as low as you can go without arching through the low back. We're gonna do 4 more like that. And maintaining that neutral spine for 3, 2, the last one. And bring one foot down and then the other. Rest it down for just a moment. Okay, we're gonna bring our left leg back to tabletop, our right hand to the ceiling. Left hand is just on the mat. So again, closer the roller is nicer. I'm sorry, more challenging, wider is nicer. We're gonna extend arm and leg away and pull it back. And arm and leg away and pull it back. So feel this diagonal pull across the center of the body, helping us to maintain our stability. 2 more like that. Last one. Now we're going to extend the arm and leg as we pull back, lift the chest, reach to the outside of the knee, and then roll it down. And reach and down. So now we're adding that forward flexion, that lift of the chest. And 2 more. Last one. And all the way down. Let's bring the foot to the floor, hand to the floor, and let's do the same thing on the other side. So right leg is in tabletop, left hand to the ceiling. Extend arm and leg away from each other and bring it back. And away and bring it back. Take this time to check in with the body. Are we centered on the roller? Do we have a neutral spine? Front ribs are pulling together. Belly button pulling in. 1 more just like that and then we'll add on. And here we go. We lift the chest and reach and roll it down. And control here. We don't need to rush through this. That's when we fall off the roller. And 3. As I fall off my roller. 2. 1. And roll it down. Foot finds the floor. Hand finds the floor. Let's 1 more time. Bring the arms open to a T. Palms face the ceiling. Maybe gently roll side to side on this roller. Get that massage between the shoulder blades. And we'll come back to center. We're carefully going to roll up to seated and then slide off the roller onto the mat. Okay. As part of our warm-up today, I wanted to kind of relieve some tension. This is really nice we have any tension in the neck and the shoulders. So knees are bent, feet are flat, and the back of the skull is resting on the foam roller. So really want to find that base of the skull. We're going to hold the roller still with our hands or have our arms on by our side, whatever feels best for you. And we're just going to turn the head side to side. So now as we turn side to side, think about those little bumps at the base of the skull that we have. We have one on each side. Kind of a little nodule there. They're called the occipital condyles. And that's where the muscles, the tendons in our neck attach to the skull. So it's kind of that same place that when we go get our hair done, we get that nice scalp massage and they hit the base of the skull and it feels so good. So that same place. We're just rolling side to side, making sure we're finding those condyles, those bumps. Next time when we turn our head to the right, hold it there. We're going to draw little circles with our nose. So think about finding that condyle on the right and massaging all around it. And then let's reverse. So we should really feel that tension draining out of the neck and shoulders. Relaxing the neck. This is always nice when I have like a tension headache too. Let's turn the head to the left and make sure we're right on that condyle and draw little circles. Little circles with our nose. And 2 more in this direction. Last one, and let's reverse. Circle in the opposite direction. And 2 more. Last one, let's come back to center and just side to side again a few times. And side to side. We can even get up higher on the base of the skull. Down lower. And we'll come back to center. Okay, we're going to roll it up to seated. That always makes my whole body tingle. Love it. Okay, we're going to roll it up to seated. We're going to round back onto that foam roller just below the shoulder blades. So your arms can be on the floor if that's better for you. I like to kind of hug my shoulders and create more rounding through the spine. Knees are bent, feet are flat. We're going to lift the hips and just roll back and forth right over the shoulder blades. So we don't want to go down into the lower spine. We want to stay kind of up close to the shoulder blades. Massage out any knots we might have there. Like if you've been doing 25 burpees a day with me, then maybe you're a little bit sore through the shoulders. And 3, 2, 1, and set it down. You're going to bring that foam roller behind the knees. So foam roller behind the knees. I'm going to move my waist to the side, and we'll lay it down. Knees are bent, feet are flat. We're going to lift the hips, bring the foam roller right up under the hips. So not quite as high as the sacrum. It'll be right under the sits bones. Okay, we'll hold that foam roller in place. Bring one leg to tabletop, extend the other leg. That heel rests on the floor, don't let it lift. And we'll pull the knee into our chest. So we're getting a nice stretch through that hip with the knee that we're pulling in, and extension through the hip flexor on the other side. So I know with that ab series that we did a few minutes ago, holding those legs at tabletop and finding our balance, our hip flexors tend to start to grip. We get a little bit tight there. So this is a nice stretch for afterwards. One more big inhale, and with our exhale, let's switch. Bring the right knee into the chest or the other knee and extend the opposite leg. Heels on the floor. Make sure that heel's relaxed onto the floor. Really pull the knee into the chest. So again, stretching through the other hip. Stretching through the hip flexor on that extended side. With our next exhale, let's bring that foot back to the floor. Let's lift the hips. Take that foam roller out from under us and bring the arches of the feet onto the foam roller. Arms are long, triceps pressing into the mat. Neck is long and relaxed. And we're going to give ourselves a couple of pelvic tucks and tilts before we start bridging. So exhale, imprint the low back, slight tuck of the pelvis, but we're not lifting the hips. Inhale, rock out to neutral. And while we're here, check in with the body. We're in a nice long line. We have even pressure on the foam roller. Our inner thighs are engaged, keeping those knees in parallel. And we've got 2, Last one. Now we're going to exhale, scoop our abs, tuck our pelvis, peel the hips up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly roll down. Tailbone's last to come down. We inhale as we rock out to neutral. Exhale, peel it up. Just like with the ab series, if you're not feeling the love on this foam roller for your bridging, you can always kick it away and bridge on the mat. Do what works best for your body today. This is going to be a little bit more challenging as we try to stabilize. And we should feel hamstrings really working as we hold that foam roller still. Think about still that extension through the spine as we roll up. Rounding through the spine on the way down. Check in, our arms reaching long, wrists are flat, fingertips spread apart, belly button pulling in. Next time we peel the hips up, we're going to hold them up. Nice high hips, flat back, we'll hinge at the hips, halfway down, all the way back up. Halfway down, all the way back up. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips high to inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll down. Tailbone's last to come down, and it does hug our knees. Rock side to side, round out the low back. And then let's bring the arches of the feet right back to that foam roller. So arches on. Legs squeezing tight together, make sure your foam roller is straight. We're going to scoop the abs, peel the hips up. Hips are nice and high, don't let them drop. Now we're going to press the foam roller away a few inches and pull it back. Away a few inches and pull it back. And 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it there. Ooh, cramp. Now little pulses up, up, up. 3, 2, 1. Inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll down. Ooh, hug the knees. And out the low back. And we'll take all 10 toes to the ceiling, lift the head and chest, point and flex our toes. Chet and I, how'd that feel?
Yeah, I felt it in my thighs too, my legs. Were your feet together on that very last exercise?
On the last one, my feet were together. Man, my hamstrings were starting to cramp.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, let's extend the legs long, backs of the ankles resting on the foam roller. Fingertips to the ceiling. Now, if you need a modification here, a nice way to provide some support is to wrap up or fold up a little hand towel and put behind your low back. So right in that lumbar area where we have that space between our low back and the mat. So that's a really nice modification if you need it. Okay, we're going to inhale, non-chin to chest, exhale, roll it up, keep the heels pressing into that foam roller. Reach for the toes. Inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll down. Remember, we're finding the work in that roll down. Fingertips come to the ceiling. Inhale, non-chin to chest. Exhale, roll up. Reach for the toes. Inhale there. Exhale, roll it down. One piece at a time. Let's do 4 more. Each time we roll up, think about reaching a little further, stretching deeper, belly button pulling behind us. Keeping that pressure heavy into this foam roller as we roll down. And 2. Reach it long. Last one. And then we'll sit up tall. Okay, we're going to come on up. We're going to set the foam roller to the side. We'll come on up to standing. We're up a little bit more through the low body. So if you need to sit, grab it. Sorry, sip of water. And we'll stand feet parallel, hip width apart. So we don't need those hand weights yet. Let's go into those squats. So toes wide on the mat, arms long. We're going to sit back into our heels and stand it up. And sit it back and stand it up. Think belly button pulling up and in. If you'd like to, you can always add your hand weights. I'm not going to today. I plan on using them in a little bit. And 4, 3, 2. Last one. Let's sit it down, hold it down, and little pulses. And relax the shoulders. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Lift our heels and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And 3, 2, 1. And all the way back up. Shake it out. Okay, arms are long, palms face forward. Heels, or feet still parallel. We're going to lift up our heels, bring the fingertips to the sky, and lower. Warming up through those ankles a little bit more, and lower. And we've got 4, 3, 2. Last one. And all the way down. Let's bring our feet wide externally rotated. Nice and wide. Arms are long. We're going to open those arms to a T as we sit into our sumo squat and stand it up. Think about keeping the knees behind the toes. Think about the knees tracking over the second and third toe. Feel inner thighs working. Feel glutes working. And 4, 3, 2. Last one, let's sit it down, hold it down, lift the left heel and little pulse. Pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Set it down, lift the right heel and pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Lift both heels, find our balance and pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1, and stand up, set the heels down. Let's reach down, grab our weights. Let everything hang heavy for a moment if you need that stretch. We'll heel toe our feet back into parallel and roll all the way back up. As we have our weights in our hands, arms are long. Okay, we're going to bring that left arm out in front as we lift the right leg to tabletop. Okay, so here we go. Left arm, right leg, and down. Really finding our balance here. And down. And lift. And down. Try to keep everything stable. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back down. Shake the legs out. Let's do the other side. So now right arm, left leg. And right arm, left leg. Keeping that right knee soft a little bit. We don't want to lock it out. And 4, noticing if one side's more challenging than the other. 3, 2, 1. Oops, almost fell. And shake it out. And now we're going to open to a T, same thing. So now we've got left arm, right leg. So leg still comes into tabletop, but now that arm is opening to a T. Belly button pulling, core active, glutes active. And 4 more. Again, we can always ditch the weights if we want. 3, 2. Last one. And switch sides. So now right arm and left leg. And right arm and left leg. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And all the way down, shake it out. Let's turn to one side. We'll take 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Back heel is lifted. Arms are long, palms face forward. We're going to bicep curl as we lunge. And curl. Elbows higher is more challenging. Lower is nice for you to do what works good for you. Lunging only as low as feels good for your body. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way back up. But stay in this wide externally rotated position. Elbows wide, palms face forward. Sit down into our squat and overhead press. Shoulders pulling out of the ears. And we've got 6. And 5. Belly button pulling in. Neck is long and relaxed. 2, 1. And all the way down. Let's turn to the other side. Weight heavy in the front heel. Back heel lifted. Palms face each other this time. And we lunge. And lunge. And lunge. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And all the way back up. Arms are long. Palms face in toward our body. It's not a chin to chest and roll it down. Let those weights pull us down to the mat. We'll set the weights to the side. And come on down. Let's grab this foam roller. You can be on your hands if you would like here. I prefer to come down to my arms and grab some water. It gets a little bit risky when we're on our hands. We're going to do our first plank. So hands or forearms. Hands or elbows under shoulders, neck long, toes curled under. We're on this roller, but again, you can ditch the roller if you don't love it. We're going to lift the knees just to hover and hold it. And hold it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And set it down. Let's do it again. Lift the knees to hover. And hold it. And hold it. Checking in everything active. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Okay, here we go. Ready to plank. Step one foot back. And then the other. Slight tuck of the pelvis. Neck is long. Belly button pulling in. Gaze just forward of our hands. And breathing. Pressing back through the heels. Everything active. Core active. Belly button pulling up away from the t-shirt. Glutes, hamstrings, quads, top of the head reaching away. Shoulder blades pulling apart. Belly button pulling up and in. Big inhales, big exhales. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the knees down. Stretch it back. Reach those arms long on the foam roller. Lengthen out the body. Let's come on back up. We're going to add on. So forearms on this foam roller. Step one foot back. And then the other. Find that nice plank. Now just pretend we're going to press the foam roller away, pull it back, rotating through the shoulders. Press away and pull it back. Press away and pull it back. And 5. No, we had more than 5. Now we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And set the knees down. Stretch back into that child's pose. Let's press the foam roller away. Lay all the way down into our tummy. Hands are on that foam roller. Legs out long, thighs heavy on the mat, toes heavy. Belly button pulling up and in, pubic bone presses into the mat. I'm not pulling that roller toward us right now. We're just going to lift and lower. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. 2 more. Last one. Now as we lift, pull that foam roller toward us. Get a little bit more extension. Think drop the shoulders out of the ears. Really pull the belly button in, protect the low back. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we lower. And inhale, pulling the foam roller toward us, getting that spinal extension. And lower. And 6 more like that. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And hold it out there. Okay, hands on that foam roller. Lift us slightly, but don't pull it toward us. Lift the legs. Now flutter kick. And flutter kick. Think about those glutes working, belly button pulling up and in. Pubic bone pressing into the mat, neck is long. And kicking. Only 10 seconds left. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest it down. Leave that roller there. Come up to our hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And give ourselves a couple of cat-cows. Exhale, spine to the ceiling. Inhale, belly button to the mat. And exhale, spine to the ceiling. Inhale, belly button to the mat. We're going to do 3 more just like that. And 2. Last one. And then find our neutral spine somewhere between. Wag the tail like a happy puppy if that feels good. And we're going to turn into a side lying position for side overs. And we can set the weights off to the side so they're not in our way. I'll move my water so it's not in the way. Okay. And laying down long. So that bottom arm is on this foam roller. Legs out long. Slight banana shape. Top hand is in front of us. Now we're going to lift that side body as we pull the foam roller toward us. And then press away as we lower. So you have this hand here as kind of a kickstand. And lift and lower. Getting some lateral flexion through the spine. And 2. Last one. All the way down. And now we're going to bring that foam roller closer. I want it right under the side body. So right between the bottom rib and the hip. Your bottom leg tucked under, top leg extended out long. Think everything stacked. Shoulders, hips, like we're between 2 panes of glass. And round over so elbow finds the floor. Top arm is reaching long. And we're going to exhale, lift, inhale, lower. So a little bit more work here. Lift and lower, keeping the chin lifted. Try to resist the urge to look down at our toes. And 3, 2. Last one, lift and hold, and pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1, and round over. Okay, come on up. Mermaid pose. Let's stretch out a little bit more. So hand on the foam roller, other arm out to a T. Let's press away, stretch up and over. Try to keep those hips level. And bring it back. And exhale up and over. And inhale back. One more time. Up and over. And bring it back and counter stretch to the other side. And sit tall. Let's do the other side. Same thing we did before. So just switch sides with this foam roller. I'm going to start off laying long. Slight banana shape. Bottom hand on the foam roller. Top hand in front of us for a kickstand. And we're going to lift that side body, pull the foam roller toward us, and then back down. And lift, and lower. And lift, and lower. And 3, 2, and top hand is just there for a little bit of support. Last one. And lower, rest it down. Okay, let's come on up. Bring that foam roller right under the side body, between the bottom rib and the hip, and that soft place in the waist. Bottom leg tucked under, top leg extended, toes stay on the floor, elbow finds the mat. So we're in the swimsuit model pose. Top arm hovering long by our side. And we're gonna lift and lower, and lift and lower. And 4, 3, 2, lift and hold and pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1, and stretch it over. Let's come into that mermaid pose. Bottom leg tucked under, top leg out to the side. Hand on the foam roller. Let's stretch up and over, keeping the hips level. Inhale, bring it back. And exhale, up and over. Beautiful. Inhale, bring it back. One more time. As we come back, let's counter stretch to the other side. And we'll sit tall. Okay. Let's go ahead, turn our foam roller back to that long position that we started with. Lunges right away. So lengthwise on our mat. This time, have our weights one on either side of the foam roller. We'll sit on our foam roller and then lay all the way down. Tailbone supported, head supported. Now that we're really warmed up, this should actually feel nicer. Find those hand weights. Feet are parallel. Hip width apart. You can go wider if you want to for stability. You can always come closer together to create less stability. So you find that place you're comfortable. I'm usually right in line with my hips. We're going to bring elbows in tight to the sides. They're hovering above the mat, right at our waistline. Weights in our hands, palms face each other. Just press weights to the ceiling and back down. And weights to the ceiling and back down. Just coming down in line with our waist. Belly button pulling in. Really focused on our stability. One more here. And then we're going to press the weights to the ceiling, hold them. We're going to bring just the right arm down and then the left. So as we alternate here, we should feel that we're engaged a little bit more. Obliques engaged a little bit more to keep us stable on the foam roller, keep us from falling off. And one more to each side. And hold it there. Keep those palms facing each other. Just bend the elbows and extend for a tricep press. Check in with the body. Belly button's pulling in, front ribs are pulling together. We have a nice neutral spine. Our feet are supported so we don't have any reason to imprint that low back. We should feel that little bit of a space, like a house for a ladybug. And 4, 3, keeping the wrists nice and flat, strong. 2, 1 more. Hold the weights to the ceiling. Turn the palms to face our toes. And elbows come wide and back up. And elbows are wide and back up for a chest press. And 3, 2. Last one. Hold the weights to the ceiling. Keep them there. And we're going to bring just the right elbow down and then the left. So this should create a little bit more instability. And right and left and right. Trying to find our balance on this roller. Really maintain control. We're not rushing through this. And one more to each side. And hold those weights to the ceiling. Turn the palms to face in again. Soft bend in the elbows. We're going to open for a chest fly and close. And open and close. And open and close. Trying to keep this roller as quiet as possible. And 2. And 1. Hold it there. Let's open just the right arm and close. And left arm and close. Maybe you don't open very far. That's fine. We don't want to open any further than we can't see the weight. And open and close. And open and close. And one more to each side. And hold it there. Let's bring the weights to the ceiling. Turn the palms to face behind us. And back to that tricep kickback. And triceps. And triceps. And for 5. 4. In this rotated position with the palms facing back, we should feel more work. 2. 1. Hold it there. Let's bring the arms long by our side. Palms face the ceiling. That's it. And bicep curl. And curl. Try to keep those elbows hovering in line with the seam of our shirt. Checking in, still neutral spine, front ribs pulling together. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring those weights down. Since we're here on this roller again anyway, open the arms to a T. Backs of the hands resting on the floor, palms face the ceiling. Relax just a little bit deeper, maybe than you did at the beginning. Big inhale, really fill the lungs with air. Exhale, blow it all out. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, blow it out. So we'll turn the palms to face the floor, bring the hands closer. With our next exhale, let's roll it up to seated. And slide off that roller. How you feeling, Chetna?
Good. It feels good to open up my back like that.
It does for me too. I've been a little bit sore with the burpees.
I'm sure.
So they're super fun, but I can feel it in my shoulders. Okay, so we want our foam roller behind us. We're going to bring the toes onto the foam roller. So it's really a little bit awkward at first, and I totally get that. But we don't want our toes curled under. We want to be resting on top of the foot. Okay? I prefer to stay on my hands here. You can always come down to your forearms if this is too much on your wrists. So hands under shoulders. When you're ready, kind of press that foam roller away with one foot. And then bring the other foot to that foam roller. Find our plank. Slight tuck of the pelvis, strong through the core, abs pulling up and in, shoulder blades pulling apart. And just hold this one. Get used to this feeling. Checking it out. How's our body feel? And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the knees down. Stretch it back. It's a little bit weird there. Okay, we're going to try to do some scooters. So our goal is 8 scooters. Round out the rest if you need to. And I like to start with kind of my ankles on for the second one. So when I add the scooters, and these are tougher. So if you need a break in the middle, take a break. Okay. So one leg on, shoulder, hands under shoulders, and find that plank. And then we pull the knees in and press it out. Pull the knees in and press it out. And we've got 6, 5, keeping those hips level, neck long. 4, think low abdominals, pulling the knees in. 2, 1, and set the knees down. Really stretch back into a nice child's pose there. Round out the wrists. Okay. We're going to come on up. And we're going to bring that foam roller back behind the knees as we lay down. So foam rollers behind the knees. And we're going to lay all the way down. So roll it down. Make some work out of it. It's more fun. Okay. And then we're going to grab the foam roller in our hands. So we're hugging those knees in, holding onto the foam roller. I have to scoot it over a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, we're going to roll like a ball. Exhale, roll it up. Oops, try to find that balance point. Inhale there. Exhale, roll it back. Exhale, roll it up. It's a little bit different when we hold this foam roller. Exhale, roll it back. Exhale, roll it up. Exhale, roll it back. Now this time as we roll it up, find our balance. Extend our legs. Bend our legs. And roll it back. Let's do it again. Find our balance. Extend the legs. Bend the legs. And roll it back. And here we go. And 2 more. And 1 more. And roll it back. Let the feet find the floor. Now let's lift our hips. Bring that foam roller back under the hip bones again, like we had it earlier. Right under the sit bones. And find that place where you're sort of comfortable. Holding on to the outside of the foam roller so it stays in place. Bring one leg to tabletop and then the other. The legs are in a nice tabletop. Let's extend toes to the ceiling and back to tabletop. Toes to the ceiling and tabletop. and 3. So we should feel this work relaxing, or we should feel this roller taking the work out of our low back. It's hard to get the words out sometimes. And last one, legs back to tabletop. Let's extend one leg, bring it back to tabletop, and then the other. And one leg, and the other. And 2 more to each side. But keep that roller still, keep those hips level. 1 more. And legs back to tabletop. Now let's externally rotate, heels together, toes apart. Press away like a froggy and pull it back. Just until the knees are in line with the hips. And press away and pull it back. So only about to 45 degrees. We don't want to go so low. We start to arch through the low back. And 2. The last one, extend those legs long. Legs are parallel. And lifts and lowers. And lift and lower. And 3. 2. Last one. Let's take just the right toes to the ceiling and scissor our legs. Nice big leg scissor. So go down as low as feels good for you here. Think about not letting those hips rock side to side. All that movement is just coming from that ball and socket joint. And next time our right toes are to the ceiling, think about a helicopter blade. Circle the legs out and around, and then scissor, scissor, and circle back the other way. And scissor, scissor, and out and around. And scissor, scissor, and back the other way. This should feel really nice through the hips. A little bit of a mind-body connection too, here with the coordination that we're working on. And 1 more time. And then let's bring those legs low, heels together, toes apart, float the toes to the ceiling, open out and around for leg circles. Only making these circles as large as we can maintain control. As long as we can keep this roller stable. And 2 more in this direction. Last one. And reverse. Down through the center, open out and around. And down through the center, open out and around. And 3. 2. 1 more. And then bring those knees back to tabletop. 1 foot finds the floor, then the other. Lift the hips, push that foam roller away. Heels rest on the foam roller, reach the arms long behind us. Grow tall. Inhale, low to the chest. Exhale, roll all the way up, reach for the toes. And then sit up tall. Let's come on up to standing. Feet parallel, hip width apart. Soft bend in our knees. Let's take a big inhale. Bring those fingertips to the ceiling. Grow tall. Relax the shoulders out of the ears. Turn the palms away. Press the arms to a T as we hinge forward at the hips. Length through the spine, through the low back, through the hamstrings, and then round it, or let everything hang heavy at the bottom. Head hangs heavy, arms hang heavy. Let's bend one knee, and then the other, pedaling our legs out. Feel that stretch through the back body, through the low back. 1 more time to each side. Then we'll come back to center with an inhale. Gently nod our head, yes. Gently shake our head. No release any tension there. Inhale, feel the back ribs expand. Exhale, scoop the abs, tuck the pelvis. Slowly restack the spine. 1 piece at a time. Head's last to come up. When it does, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down again. Keep them there forever and ever and always. Hold 1 hand up. Give yourself a high five for working hard.